why you should have insurance in your landscaping business, and this is very important. I'm going to talk about it real quick. I'm Keith Kalfas, and I talk about how to go from 0 to 100K, how to start a landscape business and get it to 100K. There are a lot of you that might be thinking, this spring I'm going to get that brand new $60,000 truck, or we're going to upgrade our lifestyle. I think that it's great to be excited about all that stuff, and I'm not advising you. All I know is that if there's some type of accident and you're not properly insured with, having employees on payroll, with a workers' comp, general liability insurance, and everything documented, and having a commercial auto policy, having all the proper insurance. If anything happens and you don't have all your T's crossed and all of your I's dotted, you will get the book thrown at you so hard, and you will pay massive, there will be massive repercussions and consequences for not having insurance if anything happens. So way back in like 2007, when I was a broke kid, I got in a car accident, personally driving my car. I was driving home from church and I rear-ended somebody, and I had insurance, but I lost my job and my insurance expired literally like a few days before I got in this car accident. And this big insurance company sued me. They took my driver's license, and couldn't afford to pay it. I found the money to pay for that, or I was never going to drive ever again. And it was a very traumatic, scary experience that showed me that when it comes to driving a motor vehicle that's registered to the state on public roads as a person, especially running a business, going to and fro, transporting goods or services and commerce, when you're talking about all that legal stuff that you might not know about, I think that's important to learn about it immediately before upgrading your lifestyle and getting that new truck, and before doing any of these things. You should have, like I said, I'm not advising you, but you should have insurance on your truck, and definitely don't let anybody drive your truck or trucks unless they're insured and listed on the policy, and you've got a report from the DMV of their driving record with a background check and a drug screen, and made them sign documents that they've did a driving test and a pre-trip inspection and all these things with a medical kit and safety flares and a fire extinguisher and all of these things. Because if anything happens, like the saying, nothing is a problem until there's a problem. What do you mean? Nothing's happening. Everything's cool. I've been doing this for 2 years, dog. That's because nothing ain't never happened yet. I think that the level of risk that you're running by not being properly insured, you are exposing yourself to potential unlimited liability. Could you imagine getting sued for $1 million and having to shut down your business and end up losing everything and spending the next decade of your life and having to go through bankruptcy and all these things because maybe you had an employee who wasn't properly insured and documented driving one of your trucks, and he rear-ended somebody, and I don't even want to go down that path because it's scary stuff. And that employee, they're just working another job now. Or while you're going through all this, I'm not trying to scare you, I'm just saying this is like, you can get upset and frustrated, but I can't afford all this. I can't afford this. This is like thousands and thousands of dollars a year or a month, depending on the size of your business. Then you have to raise your prices. Okay, so if you raise your prices, you start losing your customers because you're competing against other people who don't have these insurances, right? But here's what happens. If anything does happen, your customers are gonna be like, what happened to Joe? Who am I gonna find to cut my lawn now and trim my bushes and do my landscaping? Now I gotta go. I heard he got in a car accident or something. He got sued. He lost everything. Well, screw him. I need somebody to do my landscaping. They're not gonna care about you at all. Nobody's gonna care at all. So, I'm just saying, like, be paranoid. I'm a paranoid dude, right? I just checked my mail, and I just got the renewal for my 2022-2023 general liability and commercial auto policy, along with 77 pages of legal notice and documentation. So if anything ever happens, they can say, hey, we gave you all the notice. I'm not trying to upgrade my lifestyle. Like, dude, I want an RV. I want to go buy a brand new whatever, dude. But I want to know what all this stuff means inside of the insurance. I want to know that every T is crossed and every I is dotted. I don't even want to expand my own landscape business till I got all this locked down, because I don't ever want to be sitting somewhere I don't want to be sitting. And I'm like, well, I didn't know. They're like, you didn't know? What do you mean you didn't know? Well, you better get yourself an attorney. You know what I'm saying, bro? So, I think I have an uncle. He's been a business owner for 30 years. He said something to me funny one time. He goes, stay small, stay around. Now, that might have been true for him, but I think it's perfectly beautiful to expand your business a little bit, as long as you have your T's crossed and your I's dotted. So what was the moral of the story? Before you go out and start spending money and going and financing things and taking your business to the next level, make sure you get properly insured and go get the proper advice and go find out all the things that you need to do and start leaning in that direction and working on those things ASAP. Like, run towards it like your hair is on fire, because just because you might have some buddies in the business who are like, what are you talking about, dog? We got 3 trucks. They're not even insured. We don't have no general liability, payroll, and workers' comp. I just sent them a 1099 at the end of the year. And they got guys operating trimmers and saws and digging and driving trucks in traffic. And they're like, what do you mean? It's fine. Dude, it is not fine just because something hasn't happened yet. You look around and feel like, oh, it's good. I can do that too. Don't listen to your friends if they're doing that. Get the right advice and get proper insurance and get all that stuff, everything that you need to run your business. Now, all right, dude, I feel weird saying this because I'm not in a position to be giving advice, and I'm not an insurance guy, and I don't have some multi-million-dollar company, but I know like how important this stuff is, and I care about you, and I want to see you succeed. So especially if you're in your first year of your landscape business, read the book Own Your Own Corporation by Robert Kiyosaki. It's awesome. And books like Profit First by Mike Michalowicz. It's cool to have a little tiny business and go out there and work your tail off and get a suntan and a sunburn with your headphones on and listen to audiobooks and learn everything you can learn about running a business properly, and insurance and taxes and corporations and tell your legal side of the business, because what your little landscaping business is this beautiful opportunity to learn all about the ebbs and flows of how the corporate world works and how business works, and about legal sophistry and casuistry. And you know, when you get into some funny situations with customers who are all of a sudden accusing you of something you might not even have done, and now they're threatening to sue you, and you're all scared, and you're trying to find an attorney. That whole scary process is good, because it's preparing you how the world of business actually works. So if you just go put your foot on the gas pedal and go blow up some business right away without having all this proper stuff in place, you're opening yourself up to some potentially huge challenges that you might not be ready or equipped or prepared for. So start out small, we call it start light and right, and work your way up and feel good about it, right? If you see somebody on social media, they're like, I'm in my 2nd year, dog. I already did 1.3 million. I just got me a F-250 and a Dingo. We just bought another dump trailer. Yeah, dog. Maybe you might be able to do that. I don't know what's going on with that. Some people are really, really, really smart and can do that. I'm not that smart. And I don't have that level of confidence to just blow up a multi-million-dollar business without making sure I understand what all this stuff is. What about you? All right, let me know in the comments below, and I wish you all the success in the world. I want to see you crush it. You got this. This is good.